What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I did a video previously where I taught people how to essentially use and record with a reel-to-reel tape machine. This one in particular, this is an Akai, and I would estimate it's from the mid to late 70s, this particular unit. These things, they've had use, they've had wear, and depending on where you get it, where it's been stored, how it's been maintenance, can really determine the sound quality when you are in playback, when you're trying to record with them as well. So some typical things, when you're twisting knobs, you might hear scratchy sounds, or you might hear a white noise when it's plugged in and you're recording. You're like, wow, what is that noise coming in? There can be several factors, but in today's episode, I wanted to show you guys how to do some general home maintenance, things anyone can do. You don't need to be an expert to do this stuff. I'm an intermediate user. I use it in my studio every now and then to record. Some things that you're going to need to do this. Number one thing that I like to use is Deoxit. Deoxit D5 is what I'm using. Has a little nozzle thing here. This is a lubricator for electronics, especially vintage gear. I use this on the knobs, like on the back when you get in underneath. If you spray those pots, they're called, and twist the knobs, you can actually lubricate and get rid of a lot of that scratchiness, because over the years, these things, they build up dust, they can build up debris, whatever it is, and so they need to be cleaned of those things, because we're talking about analog equipment. One other cleaning solution that you're going to need that's very critical is isopropyl alcohol. The higher the alcohol content, the better. We're going to be using this to clean the tape heads. So something else you're definitely going to want to use a screwdriver. These things were designed for people to do general maintenance on them. This is a Phillips screwdriver. It has a little magnet end so I don't drop my screws. Very helpful. You're going to need that. Something else, I like to have a little tiny bowl with cotton swabs, just a handful, and I will show you how I go about using that. That's mainly for the tape head. So I have the tape machine here behind me. I'll show you what I do, and hopefully this video will be helpful for you guys, and I can start showing more tips if you guys want to know how to take care of your reel-to-reel tape machine. The first thing that we want to do before we begin is make sure you have everything unplugged and turned off. Probably turned off and then unplugged in that order. I'm going to also remove the tapes that are on the tape machine so that I can clean the tape head. Now, I would suggest putting the unit on its back. It's been designed to be stood up or to be placed on its back. We're going to do that to clean the tape heads. Now we're going to clean the tape head. The tape head is where the tape feeds through and is being read. Typically, the plate on the front slides off. The one on my unit needs to be unscrewed. So here's where the bowl and the cotton swabs are going to come in handy, including the isopropyl alcohol. We're going to be using that to clean the tape heads. So now we're going to clean the knobs or pots, potentiometers, the things you twist that give the little crackly noise that you're experiencing. We're going to be using the Deoxit on this step. For me, unfortunately, I had to disassemble the whole front plate and then take out the unit from its shell to access the potentiometers. So pictured here, I have what the pots look like. You're going to want to utilize the Deoxit's nozzle and spray it where you see it's making the connection. After you give it a spray, twist those knobs to help loosen up and clear out any debris or dust that might be giving that static, crackly noise you experience. The final step is to just reassemble everything and test to make sure everything is functioning. Again, make sure you reassemble, make sure it's safe before turning it back on. But if you're still experiencing noise, you might have to reapply some of those same steps, or it could be a more serious issue. Again, I would consult a manual or an expert if you have further complications, or feel free to leave a comment. We might, as a community, be able to answer some of your questions or concerns. If you enjoyed this video, please consider helping out my channel by leaving a like and subscribe, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.